You know, in shonen anime, there's this one moment, it defines a hero way more than any victory ever could. It's when they're staring down impossible odds, and they just decide, if I die, then I die. So today, let's really dive into the powerful mindset behind a hero's ultimate sacrifice. So just picture this, right? You've got this lone warrior facing an absolutely unstoppable force. And they aren't fearless because they're naive or something. They're fearless because they have totally accepted their fate. So what is it? What kind of philosophy allows them to stand so firm?
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to break down that ultimate resolve, then explore the incredible dreams that fuel it. After that, we'll get into the sacrifice itself, understand the legacy it leaves, and finally, see what all of this can teach us in our own lives. Okay, let's start with the absolute core concept. What does it really truly mean when a hero embraces this whole idea?
This mindset, it's pure, uncut resolve. It's that critical point where a hero looks at everything and decides, my ideals, my friends, my dream, all of that is more important than my own survival. They've made peace with death itself to protect what really matters.
And this is so important to get. This is not a death wish. It's not about being reckless or just giving up. Oh, the fear is absolutely still there. The difference is, these heroes just refuse to let that fear control them. It's a deliberate, conscious choice to accept their fate with a steady heart, all for the sake of their principles. So you have to ask, what could possibly fuel that kind of incredible resolve? Well, it all comes down to a dream that's powerful enough to be worth dying for.
Because you gotta understand, in shonen, dreams aren't just little wishes. They are world-shaking forces. A hero's dream defines their entire identity. It inspires everyone around them, and it has the literal power to change the world they live in.
And the perfect example? Come on, it's gotta be Monkey D. Luffy. His dream to become Pirate King isn't just about personal glory or treasure. It's a fight for the ultimate form of freedom. A dream so huge it becomes his entire reason for living and ends up sparking a revolution.
So when a hero declares their dream, it is not a wish. It is an announcement of absolute certainty. They aren't asking anyone for permission. They are stating a fact that will shape reality no matter what stands in their way. And now we get to the real emotional heart of this whole thing. The moment where all that resolve, all that talk, gets put into action with the ultimate sacrifice. This is where the story just completely elevates. A hero's willingness to die is such a powerful storytelling tool. It cranks the stakes up to their absolute highest point and creates this emotional gut punch that stays with you long, long after the moment has passed. So what drives the hero to this point? It usually comes down to three core pillars. You've got honor and duty, a code they just refuse to break. You've got love and connection, for those people who become more precious than life itself. And finally, it's about proof of worth, that one defining act that validates everything they've ever fought for.
And man, have we seen this play out in some of the most legendary, heartbreaking moments in anime. I mean, think about Ace shielding Luffy with his own body, or Minato and Kushina's final act to save their son, or Piccolo, the former villain, taking a blast meant for Gohan. Every single one is just an unforgettable testament to this resolve. What's really fascinating is how a hero even gets to this moment. For some, it's a completely calculated plan, where they accept death as a strategic part of winning. But for others, it's just a pure, raw instinct. Their body moves before their brain can even catch up. But both paths, they spring from that same unbreakable determination. But here's the thing you have to remember. A hero's sacrifice is never really the end of the story. In fact, a lot of the time, it's the beginning of a powerful, lasting legacy. From a storytelling standpoint, these moments are absolutely essential. They create this insane, dramatic tension for us, the viewers. But more importantly, they force the other characters to look mortality right in the face and ask themselves what it all means. It becomes the ultimate catalyst for growth in everyone left behind. This connects perfectly to what fans call the too cool to live trope. You know the ones I'm talking about. Those characters who are just so awesome, you kind of have a feeling they won't make it to the end credits. But their deaths are never, ever meaningless. They become the spark. They become the catalyst for hope that ignites a fire in everybody else. And that right there, that's the core message. When a hero falls, what they're really doing is expressing absolute faith in the next generation. They're not giving up, they're passing the torch. Their dream doesn't die with them, it gets inherited by those who are left, giving them the strength to carry on. So why does all of this matter to us, outside of these amazing stories? Well, let's connect this whole philosophy to some very real principles we can actually use in our everyday lives. So, first up, this idea of embracing total commitment. It means deciding on your values and then going all in on them, even if you're scared or unsure. Second, it's about accepting consequences. Real courage isn't about knowing you'll win. It's about accepting the risks and moving forward anyway, with no regrets. And finally, this teaches us to redefine sacrifice. It doesn't have to be some grand gesture. It can be as simple as giving up a little comfort or your ego for something that you know truly matters more.
So, in the end, the if I die, then I die mindset isn't really about being reckless with life at all. It's the exact opposite. It's about being incredibly deliberate with how you live it. It's about finding what you stand for and refusing to let fear make your decisions for you. And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about. In our own lives, with our own battles, what's the dream that we believe is truly worth fighting for?